Welcome to Linux versus Windows, where I explain the differences between Linux and Windows. Today I will be discussing the layout and personalization features of Ubuntu Studio versus Windows 11 Pro. As you can see, if I go into Settings and go to the left panel, there's an Appearance tab, a Workspace Behavior tab, and Window Management tab. If I click on the Appearance tab, it shows me all the themes I currently have available to use. Current selection ranges from Breeze, Breeze Dark, Breeze Twilight, Materia, Materia Dark, Materia Light, Ubuntu Studio, and Ubuntu Studio Dark. I decided to go with the default theme, which is Ubuntu Studio Dark. It also lists application style, plasma style, colors, window decorations, fonts, icons, cursors, font management, and splash screen. When I click on Application Style, it reveals all of the layouts for how applications appear in separate windows. As of now, I have options like Breeze, Fusion, Phantom, and Phantom Dark. As well as MS Windows 9X and Oxygen. I went with the default application style Phantom Dark. The default desktop package for Ubuntu Studio is Plasma by KDE. That's why it has Plasma style instead of GNOME default desktop personalization tab. If I select Plasma style, it gives me a collection of desktop icon themes. I can choose from Air, Breeze, Breeze Dark, Breeze Light, Materia, Materia Color, Oxygen, and Ubuntu Studio. I went with the default Ubuntu Studio. As far as the Colors tab goes, this enables me to use different color schemes. For example, there's Breeze Classic, Breeze Dark, Breeze Light, Krita Blender, Krita Bright, Krita Dark, Krita Orange, Krita Darker, Krita Neutral, Materia Dark, Materia Light, Oxygen, and Oxygen Cold. I use the default Materia Dark. Window Decorations features different window themes. There are 5 different themes: Breeze, Materia, Materia Light, and Plastic. I enabled the default Materia. I then switched to Materia Dark because the new default switched to Materia Dark. The Fonts tab has different fonts you can use for the default font your system uses. I use the Noto Sans font, which comes standard with the default Ubuntu Studio install. With the Icons tab, there are different icon styles to choose from. There are quite a few, so I won't list all of them. I like to use the default Ubuntu Studio Dark. The Cursors tab has different cursor styles. Again, I won't list all of these, but I like to go with Breeze Light. Font Management shows the fonts available for use in different applications. I personally don't use this tab because it deals with installed fonts, and if I mess with using custom fonts, there's a chance I could cause an error in the way Ubuntu Studio utilizes fonts. The Splash Screen tab features different splash screens you can use. There's Breeze, Materia Light, Materia Dark, Ubuntu Studio, and Ubuntu Studio Dark. For some reason, there's no image for Ubuntu Studio Dark, so I switched to Ubuntu Studio. Now, on to Windows 11. As you can see, when I go into Settings, there's a Personalization tab on the left panel. There are many different tabs in this menu, including background, colors, themes, dynamic lighting, lock screen, text input, start taskbar, fonts, and device usage. For now, I will focus on background all the way to fonts and skip start and taskbar, as these are the layout of Windows 11. When I click on background, it shows different backgrounds I can use. I can use a picture, solid color, slideshow, or Windows Spotlight. I prefer to use the default Windows picture background as it uses less memory and less processing power. The color options Windows 11 has are modes, light, dark, and custom, transparency effects, and accent colors. I personally like to keep these on default, mostly because I don't use Windows 11 as my main operating system anymore. Like on Ubuntu Studio, there are different themes to choose from. These themes are as follows: light, dark, Windows Spotlight, glow, captured motion, sunrise, and flow. I use the default light theme as it's just one image and doesn't take a lot from my system usage. By default, Windows 11 enables dynamic lighting. I have sensitive eyes, so I prefer to keep this setting enabled. The default lock screen is Windows Spotlight, which does slow things down a bit. For that reason, I switched to Picture instead. I also switched from the default weather status to calendar, which is just the regular date and time on the device. I use is the default font theme, black and white, as well as, I believe, Calibri. The other themes were light, dark, poppy red, ice blue, platinum, tangerine tides, lilac river, silky dawn, indigo breeze, pink blue, green purple, pink orange, and blue green. Currently, the default font themes are Arial, Van Schrift, Calibri, and a few others. Ever since the update, they have updated a few things about the font. You no longer get to choose a color, but you get to choose a style instead. So I just go with the default style. In conclusion, I prefer the layout of Ubuntu Studio because it is very user-friendly. The Ubuntu Studio layout is also more power efficient due to less space being taken up by files. This is why I dual boot Windows 11 and Ubuntu Studio. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.